All right. Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now we're live on YouTube, but check me out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. 1212 and place to be with the Eloheem Team, William Cooper, and Stoneface. How y'all doing?
What's up? What's up?
Peace.
What's up? Peace.
I would say William Cooper. That sounds like kind of like Benjamin Franklin. I get like a politician name. Well, is that your real name or?
Yo, you look like him too, like a big.
So wait, is that your real name or?
Yeah, see, so William Cooper came, the name came from basically, I kind of gave a nod to like one of my moments of enlightenment, right? So I don't know if you're familiar with the book Behold the Pale Horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, is that the same name? I was thinking about that in my head.
That was written by Milton William Cooper, right? And a lot of these rappers name themselves after drug dealers and gangsters and pimps, and I felt that's not really the path I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? But I felt this was a dope nod to like when I discovered that, you know what I'm saying, and all the things he was unfolding to my personal self, and I looked at it like now, like if a kid is searching William Cooper, he looking for me, he might also stumble on that too, and open up his mind to things, ain't always what they seem, trust nobody, and dig deep for your truth, you know what I'm saying? And do your own research. But so, I got that. Killer Priest actually pretty much named me William Cooper to be 100%, because he was like, I was going by the name Booth, and he was like, yo, man, we was doing the group Black Market Militia, and he said, yo, man, you should go by William Cooper. William Cooper's your name. And I was like, what? And he said, yeah, man, you ever read this book? And I'm like, nah, I ain't read that book. I heard about it. He said, go buy that book tonight. Start diving in it and let me know if I'm right. Because he was saying like the content that I was talking about, my rhymes and stuff, he was like, you're William Cooper. You're William Cooper. So I got to credit, give credit where credit's due. Priest did give me the name, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't he get murdered, William Cooper?
Yes, by police.
Yeah, he was saying
police, and a lot of things that's in that book has come, true, full circle.
I want to say I got it in there. I think I got it in my library.
It's the number. I think it's the number one book in the jail systems. You know what I'm saying?
I know what number 2 is.
48 Laws of Power.
Exactly. I was sure about to say that shit. Number 3 probably Laws of War.
Yeah, right. So, but and then on another note, just a cool little things like when I was doing my last album, God's Will, my solo album, I actually got a chance to build with William Cooper, who wrote that book, his daughter. And she loved this song that I did where I broke down the Wizard of Oz to be the birth of the Federal Reserve Act. You know what I'm saying? The biggest robbery in history, Give us all your gold and we're going to give you this piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? But so, and then now, the author Mark Jacobson, who wrote American Gangster, Love Ranch with Joe Pesci, The Believer with Ryan Gosling, he just wrote a new book called Pale Horse Rider. And in that book, it's an in-depth investigative type of like it breaks down William Cooper, the author, like the most detailed thing. So I mean, when you have a book, right? What's more, you need to know about the author, right? You're not just the words you're reading. You want to know about the author. So this new book that he did called Pale Horse Rider breaks that down, and the publishing company, Penguin Random House, actually wanted me to do a song and video for that book, and it did. It's called Pale Horse Rider, featuring Autumn Turner. She was on The Voice, the show The Voice. She was on Alicia Keys' team. But a great song. We're hoping it becomes a Netflix series. But pick up that book too. There's a chapter in that book about me, so you get to know a little bit more about me as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's one thing people be missing out on sometimes. Because sometimes they're like, people so caught up on books, but yeah, that's like in school they teach you like you have to research the author too, because you could be studying this book and then that author is a fraud. I mean, you sitting there, you know.
Exactly.
So,
Might be some terrible person just feeding you poison. You know what I'm saying? And people's just embracing it. You got to know who the author is, to know about him. So it's pretty dope. But and it's cool. He reached out to me and had me be a part of that project. I really appreciate. He said when he was doing the research on William Cooper, Milton William Cooper, he was doing the research. He said the song that I did with Cool G Rap kept popping up, American Gangsters. And he goes, it kept popping up. And he was like, yo, man. And then he went down the rabbit hole of all my music. And he was like, man, I gotta get this guy in the book. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool who would have thought, you know, me out here, kid out in, you know, Newark, New Jersey, that I'd be in a book, you know what I'm saying? They're writing about me in a book, and there might be only like 3 pictures in the whole book, and I'm one of the pictures. I'm like, damn, that shit felt good, you know?
All right, what about you, Stoneface? Where your name came from? How you originated with your name?
Well, you know, during that time of that book, we was young guards.
Word up.
So over in Jersey, where I come from, you know what I'm saying, where I grew up, I started as Bazir the Intellectual. You know what I'm saying? So we was more like scientific MCs, cypher MCs, heavy metaphors. We used to hang out at radio stations and all that. So that shortened down the Baz the Intellect. And you talking about that book, you know what I'm saying? We was in the Malachi Z. York, Pale Horse, you know what I'm saying? Another book y'all should check out, Babylon the Timbuktu.
Word up.
All right. Really good book. We're the Eloheem team. Eloheem is Hebrew for God. You know what I'm saying? So we're in the image of our creator. We're God's team. You know what I'm saying? So that's where Eloheem come from, to kind of morph back into them days. We was on that type of science. So when I got shot, you know what I'm saying, I started transforming my identity, you know what I mean, to the cornerstone. You know, the forbidden stone becomes the cornerstone. You know what I mean? The last stone. You know what I'm saying? So I became Stoneface because I got stoned in my face. You know what I'm saying? And as you're talking about cornerstones, we're talking about architecture and building, standing on a right angle. So the God is an architect at the same time. So behold, you got Stoneface. So the first album that I came out with was the Stonehenge Mysteries. So there's another morph into what I became. It's really interesting because a lot of the music that we drop kind of mirrors what that brother William Cooper was talking about, but he focuses on the pale horse. There's other horses, red, black, green, right? And they all contribute to the last days. So we're heavy into philosophies and sciences. We're studiers, you know what I mean? We're master builders, you know what I mean? So Stoneface and William Cooper are kind of like 2 twins that are joined unwillingly and unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? We became the crux out of other crews. I had a whole crew, he had a whole crew. Around the time they was doing that, we was over in Philly, you know what I'm saying, with my Star Blaze and On the Family crew, knocking out BET, doing shows with Wu-Tang at Rutgers University. And he was doing his thing, but we was doing our thing. We was on tours, doing things like that. So I'm on my side, he on his side. You know what I'm saying? We was one of the first Philly groups in 1994, you know what I'm saying, on some real raw hip hop, you know what I'm saying, cypher type, All in the Family album, Smoke Diamonds. Y'all can check that out. It's the first time I got signed. I was about 17 years old. You know what I mean? It did really well. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple albums out. I'm happy because what came out of that, we landed on Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Padlock. You know what I'm saying? Song that we did, Padlock, got me in Billboard. It's a big deal because we're not.
It took us out of Vegas too.
We was talking about pop MCs and real MCs. You talking to a real MC. We're bar spitters. You know what I'm saying? And so, not that our brothers that are more pop, they're not bar spitters, they're businessmen like we are too. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? But where we come from, this is the foundation you get when you hear Stoneface, when you hear the Eloheem Team. Not to mention I got rocked in the face and all that. That's never here or there. Let the dead bury the dead. You dig me? Feel me? But I'm here as an architect now to build. So that's where you get Stoneface from. And I mean, at one time, my name was Bazir Sadat El. I was a Moor, you know what I'm saying, with the Washita Terror Tribe, 1967 convention. I had my sovereignty here in the States. A lot of my brothers had our sovereignty. So the science runs deep. That's why I referred y'all to, and you probably already know it, brother, seem like you on your square. You know what I mean? Babylon, Timbuktu, and a lot of other books really mold us. Dr. Coleman, which is a Moor, my brother Fred, you know what I mean? My brother Fred from Jersey, he stands on the right angle. He put me on to that brother years ago. So make a long story short, man, the Eloheem Team is God's team, and I'm just one of his soldiers. I'm Stoneface. Word up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, and I saw you mentioned Starblaze. Bloodsport, that's my homie. I go way back with Bloodsport, so I know
that's my brother.
That's my brother.
Listen, I knew Blood before Coop. Me and Blood was young bulls. When I moved from Jersey after high school, I went to Norfolk State University down south a little bit, came back up here. I met Blood. Me and Blood was ciphering like crazy. Broad Nolly, uptown Philly. No game up there. You feel me? We just clicked like that. We was both guards. He was from Brooklyn, I was from Jersey. But it just so happened that he had heard a demo I did when I was in high school. I'm one of them cats. I was a backpack seller. Did my little demos in the studio, sold them in school. So I had this demo called The Silent Attack. He's like, yo, you Bazir? I'm like, yeah, and this is when Blood was Jinx Trilogy. You know him from that?
I don't know him that far.
Okay. Yeah.
That's crazy that what you just said, that joint thing was called Silent Attack, and then we just dropped this new video and it's called Silent Killer. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shit coming around 360.
And what's so funny is Blood, you know, me and Blood both went through death. Blood got hit up with a shotgun, lifting him off his feet, blew his inner area out. I got hit in the face. We both conquered death and came back years later. So, like, you know what I mean? Everything is for a reason. Cooper came into the picture towards when I, started to fade off with Starblaze. Me and him linked up. And once me and him linked up, it was over. And now we're almost like a double-headed beast. Like we write, like the way we write together, it's like something.
These two great solo records. You know what I'm saying? Like where I did God's Will, and you hear him all over that, and then he did the Stone Age, and you hear me on that, and then now it's kind of it gave presents to the Eloheem Team.
First one.
Yeah.
But we got songs we did with Starblaze when we was dealing with Milk Boy. You forget. With Majesty and Yak, remember?
Yep.
We got all that, so it's some history, man.
Yeah.
Word up. Yeah.
Yeah, they flew us out to Vegas, and like where Puffy and Mace did that video when they in Vegas, and they got the light show and all that. Yeah, they literally rented that out for us for like a couple hours, man. That shit was. Think about that.
That was the Padlock video under the lights, 1,000 lights they called it, I think.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, we were the only hip hop group that did that besides Bad Boy.
Yeah,
and then that song also hit, Billboard. So maybe we need to go back down to Vegas, guys.
What's up? You know what I mean?
That's me right there.
I don't know why they got you as old. I was like, what the hell? I was like,
yeah, that's cool. How do we? I mean, it's respect to Old Dirty Bastard, but why the hell they got a picture of Old Dirty Bastard instead of me?
Yeah, I'm on his Wikipedia. They got Old Dirty Bastard for his picture.
It's got all my information. I'm saying everything. You know, everything I'm looking at. Everything's accurate. Everything's accurate. What I'm looking at right here. And then it has a picture, and the picture is Old Dirty Bastard.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Even has my birth name. It says Andrew Kissel. You know what I'm saying? Also on his booth. It's got my birthday. It's chill. It's right.
It got everything except his picture. It got Old Dirty
That's right.
Who,
That's right. It's got my music career. It's got my entire music career.
They got my government?
No. This is this is just showing. It's like a Wikipedia page on me, but instead of a picture of me, it has a picture of Old Dirty Bastard.
Wow.
Can't make it up, man. That's why I was like, what is this about?
It's funny, man. I might have to make a t-shirt of that shit.
It's dope.
So y'all was kind of talking about it. So how did y'all end up linking up?
Well, we was working with each other, like you said. He had the group Starblaze, and we were doing a lot of work together. And then the group kind of just fizzled out, which was kind of strange because to me, I thought they was going to be the next Locks. I thought they was going to be like it was, to me, the next thing. Things happen. And it kind of fizzled out for one of many reasons. I don't know. It just happened. And
you know where I really think Coop Part Self. I really think where it happened is when we did Thug Matrix Part 3, Rise in the Machine.
Yes.
And we all and the label put us up. We was working with Trag.
Yeah.
We met Sean Price in the same studio. That's when we really clicked and was like, we could probably do something together. You know what I mean?
We really spent that and also the trip to Vegas. I remember we really spent a lot of time together out there in Vegas.
Yeah.
We spent a good, and we realized that we got a lot in common. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And of course we already respected each other's art. You know what I'm saying? And
rest in
what we
peace to
did.
Eric. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I was thinking, Eric was an engineer, brother. He was Busta Rhymes' head engineer for years.
Yep.
And he became art engineer for Starblaze, and he passed away shortly after that Vegas situation. But I just had to say, rest in peace to my man Eric, man. He was an awesome engineer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Word, Flip Mode Squad.
Rest in peace, Sean Price, man.
And Price, of course.
He showed us mad love. Yeah. He showed us mad love in the studio there. That was when he was just dropping his Monkey Bars album, I think it was, and he was he showed us his video that he was like, I'm about to release this video. He was so excited about it. And it was dope, And then it was cool because then that relationship stayed strong. And then me and Stone did a song and video with Sean Price, just a couple years back.
Shout out to Sean Price. We actually had his wife on the podcast last year. We had her interview. Then she was doing a rap battle with us too.
Oh, dope! Yeah, shout out to Bernadette. She came.
And we had the daughter on the show. We had a daughter.
Yeah, Sean Price. They both came to the studio. And when we did the video and everything, they both came out too. That was a really good family man. He was a family guy. He's like me and Stone. You know what I'm saying? We love our family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was moving around with them, hanging with them. You know what I'm saying?
He was morphing at that time.
Yeah.
When Sean's, I would say the last 3-4 years of his life, he was on his way to the tip top.
Yes.
He was killing.
Everything he was doing was sharp.
Yeah. That's usually how it worked, right? That's how I go most of the time.
Rest in peace to the brother, man. And his family. We did a show maybe 2 years ago at the Delancey in New York, and his brother stopped me and was like, yo, I'm sure brother, man. It was nothing but love, open hugs, man. There's a misconception about us hip-hop brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about all that thug and carrying guns and all that, man. A lot of us, we peace. We peaceful. I mean, we ain't no suckers. You can see that. Man, we rather be peace, man. Big up our brothers, man. Support their albums, support their work, their families. That's what we have to be, man. And that's what the Eloheem team is about. And that's what Sean, and if you think about it, the boot camp clique is on the same time. That's the time they on. Now, I mean, you just saw the Locks just do their thing. Why was the Locks so good? It's because they're family. They pray together. They break bread together. Why the Wu-Tang Clan so tight? Now they say they broke up here and here and here. Listen, stop trying to break up a nucleus that's already been formed. They'll never break up together because their spirits is one. You know what I'm saying? You can tell real groups from fake groups that have been kind of placed together. You know what I mean? We a genuine group. You know what I'm saying? You can see
it happened organically. No, it wasn't just a business decision to do it. It organically happened.
Yeah.
You know.
It's funny you say that about the spirits though, because like you ain't never heard nobody say the OJs broke up or Earth, Wind, and Fire broke up. Jacksons broke up. You don't know shit like that.
Exactly. Players, right? Like no.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Gap Band. Matter of fact, the brother from Earth, Wind, and was it Earth, Wind, and Fire, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was gonna you was kind of mentioning it earlier, Stone, but I saw like some of your clip on the A&E I Survived. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit more because I was like, I got right to the, it was like a minute clip, and then that's all I heard. So I didn't hear the whole story.
Yeah. We so we were doing the album BP Presents Stoneface, the first album I did before the Stone Age. And we were just looking for ways to like market the album, get out my situation. I'm not one the crutch because I'm blind. That's corny. I don't use my disability. Don't feel sorry for me. I feel sorry.
And we never try to use it as a gimmick because it's not a gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't play that. I stand on my own. You know what I mean? And I want everybody to stand on their own, whether you got a disability or ability. But back to that, you know what I'm saying? So Cooper's wife actually was like, Cooper, we should call out the A&E, see if we can get Stone's story on this show.
She's a big fan of that show.
So much. So we tried. It was emails sent back and forth. Finally, they accepted us. They they called up for us. They put us up in a hotel. You know what I mean? My children's mother was there. She did her little part. You know what I'm saying? Me, Cooper, my producer, you know what I'm saying? And it was just an experience detailing exactly what happened to me. And exactly what happened to me that night, I'm at a gas station with my homie. It was about 11:30, somewhere 12, somewhere maybe 1, a little later at night. We stopped at a gas station to get something, to go home with, So you know how it is, late night, there's lines. We stand out in the line, and it was a female that was intoxicated. And he was like, listen, you all right, man? He kind of helping us. So there was some boys to the right, they saw it. So I'm looking, and I see these dudes approach my man. And then one pulled, walked off, and then the other boy just kind of grilling him, they talking. So I walked up like, what's going on? Everybody cool? Blah, blah, blah. What the F you gonna do? And I'm like, F this, yeah. I told my man, let's roll, man. This corny right now. Now, you can kind of feel it. You know what I'm saying? They never knuckle. So I'm just like, look, let's go. So we get in the car, start my car, get off the ramp. I look to the left, and the bull, ran up to the car, shot into my car. All I had a chance to see was the barrel. So I threw my left arm up, boop, went through my left cheekbone and out my right eyebrow. And it's like glass, like somebody took a stone, right? Smashed glass. And so everything just looked cracked in a million places. Colors just started jumping everywhere, you know what I mean? but I got shot in the grill twice. Didn't know. You know what I mean? So make a long story short, man, you know what I mean? They revived me, thank God. You know what I'm saying? I was in NCI, you know, neurological intensive care unit for about a week. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation, but I lost a physical eyesight and gained a spiritual eyesight. I see more than I could ever see before. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. You gotta learn how to take a hardship and make it a good ship, if that's even a thing. You understand what I'm saying? And too many people, when the stacks get put against them, they fall off. They go up into a shell. Now I'm gonna ask you, as a man, is that how your mother raised you, or your father raised you? When the odds get turned against you, you're gonna fold up and go run? My mother ain't raised me like that. So I stood stronger, and then my creativity got better. And
so didn't you perform like a week later with your eyes all wrapped up or something like that?
So we did a show with the Roots.
Yeah.
A week after I got out, I had these like eggshells over my face, like, because they had sewed my lids shut. And rest in peace to my brother from the Roots, Malik B. Brother passed away. He was at that show. I talked to that brother at that show. My man Mars Kowak from the Clones, Black Thoughts, one of Black Thoughts man from Fifth Dynasty, he performed. Thought performed. Dice Raw, he performed. So that was a big show. Unfortunately, a lot of people didn't know I was blind. I had my glasses on, you know what I mean? And I rocked that show, killed it. You know what I'm saying? But we here many years later. Yeah. Nice album later, and we working on a new album right now. So that's the story of A&E, and it just highlights. It really, what it does, it highlights the strength and yes,
and perseverance. You know,
adversity. I'll never give up. You know what I'm saying?
and you know what's what I thought? Like so like how you said you only saw the clip, right? So we tried to upload the whole thing so everybody can see the whole story, right? And then we get hit with copyright claims that we can't even. That's Stone's story. Like we can't even put his story on online. It's kind of whack, you know.
I don't understand it. Like, we did this like 6 years ago, maybe 7 now.
Yeah.
Like A&E, if you're listening, why don't you tell the story? Why don't you let people hear my story?
Yeah.
From the bio channel to A&E, it's one of the best episodes y'all got.
That's right, and that's how we're saying it was one of the best, and they had so much love and compassion, and they were great people, and I didn't understand. And when we trying to get the story out there, which will be big enough their show too, we can't even do that. You got to buy a DVD. They want you to buy a DVD. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wanted you to talk more about when you were saying you gained a spiritual eye.
So, man, so after I got shot, brother, you know what I'm saying? I actually levitated above the car. And I could see myself. I'm looking down at myself, and I see my head leaned against the window. And I'm looking down, and there was a spirit on my left that said, "It's not your time. You're going to go back." And so what happened was I went back, and I lifted my head, and I looked at my man. I was like, "Hurry up, get me to the hospital, man." You know what I'm saying? I mastered my breathing. And we got to the hospital. He picked me up out the car, and I'm walking in the hospital. I'm told my name, social security number, everything. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple out-of-body experiences when I was in both hospitals. One time I'm standing outside my room looking in. I see my sister who's passed away now. I see my mother. I even see the female I was dealing with at the time and my baby mom. So I'm sitting in the gurney, gurney, whatever, and they had my hands tied with these tubes going down my throat. And I'm standing in the door looking, watching like, wow. And then like a split second later, my head popped up again, and I broke the wrist thing off of me. And I started pulling the tube out my lungs. And the nurse was like, nah, Mr. Blank, 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 stop. You can't do that. So I nudged her off me, like, get off me. So I'm pulling this tube because I couldn't breathe. you know, was keeping me breathing. So I'm like, you know, so my sister ran over. I pulled that thing out. And then from there, you know, it just led me to change everything that I thought about everything. So when they say you gotta kill the man, that creature to be a new creature, I became a new creature at that point. And I started seeing the lies and the hypocrisies in literature and scripture and lessons that I was taught as a 5%er and all over. And I said, wow, Almighty Father gave me understanding. He gave me a touch of wisdom. Wisdom is very hard to find. Men seek her day and night and never find her because you have to be diligent and you got to learn to divide the word. I told you, we're the Eloheem team. We're not preachers or prophets, but we're shepherds and we're good shepherds. And so when that happened to me, I mean, I'm on my square every day now. I'm nothing like I was. So he gave me a touch of him. He gave me the Holy Spirit, brother. Literally. And so now being, you know, what I don't know if you know about Paul became Saul, in scripture, it's almost like what I became. Now everything I do is for the Messiah. You know what I mean? Everything I do, the name of my production is called Messiah Music. Everything I've given my life to my Father because he kept me alive out here with y'all in this land of the dead. Because I was in the land of the living. He put me back in the land of the dead. I must have things to achieve here. But when we close our eyes and take our last breath and the dust will form over us as we came, we'll be in the land of the living. So a lot of people don't understand that concept.
Word up.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, we got Trophy Sniper came in. What's up, bro?
Oh,
what's up, bro? I'm here, man.
What's
What's up, Cooper? What's up, Space?
What up? What up?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? You a massive lockdown over there, right? In Jamaica?
Yeah, you know, I'm at the hospital right now. My father is sick, you know, so I'm here.
Good.
So
Oh, man.
I'm clocked in right now at this time, you know. So sorry for being late, and I'm still at the hospital, so you can see to the background. I'm right here.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah, we were just getting everybody's background. So you can just talk about your background a little bit, let the people know about you.
Perfect timing, right?
Yeah, man. You know, Trophy Sniper, Jamaica artist, you know, I think, / selector, personal youth, where help out the most culture in a dance hall in Jamaica, you know. So I give thanks for the forefront where Stoneface and William Cooper are doing now. So we have to just give thanks to bring cross yourself to the hip hop world now, you know. And we have to give respect to William Cooper, because I years me know Cooper, you know, but roughly about 13 years now. So the friendship between me and Cooper, it go a long way. Otherwise, for music, we're like brothers. Because, you know, Cooper in Jamaica, you know, you have to call Trophy. And if he's here for 2 weeks, you know, the 2 weeks is like I'm on a vacation. No music.
Yep.
Me and Cooper just in the street hanging out, featuring Jamaica lifestyle, you know?
Yes.
So we have to just give thanks. But this song, Silent Killer, now, it is taking off in Jamaica on a different level, because, you know, the crime and violence in Jamaica is very high. Because the COVID don't really kill people in Jamaica like how the crime is killing people in Jamaica. You know? So you can see the crime out here is very overwhelming in Jamaica, you know? So sometimes we have to just talk about it. That's how we come up with Silent Killer. And we have another song that we said, In the Street, that Stoneface song, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because you know that in the streets is where all it happened with Stoneface, or that Stoneface song. And, you know, Stoneface reach out and we just say, all right, now, Silent Killer, and the rest is history, you know?
I'm saying, why do you go by Trophy Sniper?
What's that?
I was asking him why he go by Trophy Sniper.
You know why people call me Trophy Sniper is because of the clash world of dancehall, the competitive world of dancehall. When I was used to name Sniper first, but when I destroyed this famous selector that was Pink Panther, that was when I really get the name Trophy Sniper because I won a trophy, so they just put the trophy on the sniper and it just blend together.
It just stuck. That's dope.
And y'all was talking about the video. I know Silent Killer. I was reading it got over 2 billion views because you did a visually impaired version.
Well, yeah. Well, so yeah. I mean, that's just a cool thing. So, like with the song, half the song was done in Jamaica, half the song was done in Philly. You know what I'm saying? In Philadelphia, and then Trophy was like, "Yo, let's do a video for this." So he flew out to Philly with Stone's crib and recording studio. And he came out there and we shot a great video. And then Stone said, "Hey man," he said, when I watch, Netflix and Amazon Prime and I'm watching movies, I watch them with this feature called audio description. Mm-hmm. He goes and it'll tell you what's going on, step by step, major actions that are on the screen, what's going on. And he goes, it allows, me to really enjoy these things. He said, yo, why don't nobody's ever did this with a hip hop video. Why don't we be the people to do it first? And me and Trophy was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I'm so happy we did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy we did it. Yes, and even just from my brother Stone, he said to me, he said, "Yo, this is the first time I truly enjoyed the music video. Like now I know what was happening." He of course, when we was filming, we're here, now we're there, but he didn't know how it was edited, how it's laid out, how it's going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it really gave a window to the 2.2 billion, blind and visually impaired people. So that's cool because it makes us more accessible. And we want to be accessible to every single person in the world. We want to reach and touch everybody in the world. Like Stone said, we're God's team. We're God's team. Yeah. But right, Stone, I mean you
exceptional, man. It's an exceptional look, man. I don't think people understand because they're not in that world. You know what I mean? The birds got a world, humans got a world, the blind and the sighted got their own worlds of how they receive entertainment. So now a music video, think about all the artists that blind people love. We're not aliens, we're blind. You know what I'm saying? We're not deaf and dumb, we're blind. Digging. You know what I'm saying? So to do that, to see that, hey, during this shot, there's a woman spraying a hose, so Trophy got 3 chains, Cooper got on the ill ring. You know what I mean? People are getting a perception in their mind like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Otherwise, all they're living off of is the lyrics. The video tells a different story than the lyrics a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You got a storyline on 1, storyline on 2. So now you're able to mesh the 2 with audio description for the blind. And personally, it's exceptional, man. You know what I'm saying? And it paves the way for blind artists to bring their music to life.
Shout out to Hip Hop DX. Shout out to Hip Hop DX for putting it on their huge platform and really giving the proper attention to this, this groundbreaking moment. I mean, this has never been done before. It's never been done before. We hope it's not the last time, We hope that many other people will start to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because remember, Cooper, it's like, it's history in 2 dimensions, because you have to say.
Oh, he froze. He's froze.
That's never been done in dancehall. We create a new genre. We're gonna replicate it now. But we are the founders, so they gotta give us credit. Anytime they go and use that style that we created, it is called history. They always have to bring us back in the history.
Yes. It's never been done in dancehall either.
And I was thinking soon to how I'm seeing the people watching Stone and watching what happened to him, I'm thinking soonly it's gonna be a movie. I think Silent Killer movie is gonna be dropping soon.
That'd be crazy.
That'd
That'd be crazy. Silent Killer movie.
Dope. That's real dope. I need that hook too, brother. I don't forget me, brother.
Yeah,
We still gotta get that bumping grand, right?
I'm in it. Because we're gonna shoot Stone's history or what happened to Stone in his life, and we are gonna bring it forth to the world.
That's a beautiful
idea.
For me,
we're gonna create the movie.
Yeah, it's a beautiful idea. There's a lot of variables that got to do with that time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's around that William Cooper time. That's around that Malachi Z. York time. That's around the God, the God's time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a magnificent time for hip hop, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of interesting stories that hip hop brings to life that people don't know of. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got brothers like Trophy Sniper. I never knew the man a day in my life. He came stay in my house. He's my brother because we're called alikes. We think alike. We are alike. We are Eloheems. You know what I'm saying? We're all God's children. So when you start to vibrate on that frequency, you understand things more than these brothers out there trying to bite each other's back out and diss each other. There's strength in numbers. And it's strength in positive numbers.
Word up.
Word.
Yeah.
That's the word, bro.
So what's next for y'all? Like, as far as like your current projects, what y'all working on?
Well, I mean, me and Stone got our Eloheem Team album that's probably about 65% done, and we got Trophy on a couple of the songs. And we're trying to really get out and do some shows. You know what I'm saying? We're hoping, Trophy said some of the Jamaican promoters is reaching out. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be awesome if we can do like a little tour. You know what I'm saying? Trophy Sniper Eloheem Team tour. That's dope. Now that like things are starting to open up a little bit, and we can start doing shows again. And you know how it is now with all this streaming and stuff like that. The only way you can still make money in this game is by going out there and performing and doing the music live. Because a fraction of a penny every time somebody streams it and then split it up between all us, what are we going to do? Get an Italian ice at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to go out there and perform the music. And that's a whole nother dimension too. Like some of these people, can make good music, but when we seen it with the verses. Some people can make good music. Dipset make great music, right? They make great music, but you saw that the Locks performed great music too. They perform great music. We got to go out there and perform. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother art too. They're both, important. You got to be great in the studio, but you got to be great, on the stage too, right? You know what I'm saying?
I look at it like even with R&B artists, like, you could be good on the album, but they want to hear, can you sound like that live?
Yes,
yes.
With all that tuning, you know what I'm saying?
So we know, because remember, we are live now, so we can prove it to the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that.
Well, you about
when you hear my voice, it's natural. When you hear me say, Trophy, Mobile, what way you walk and talk, Kingston, natural.
Yeah, they got
my silent killer, all natural keys. So the fans want to hear the natural keys, them not just the auto sound,
Yeah.
Yeah,
music is universal.
And Cooper and Stone knows their joint. So it's natural voice. So when the fans hear the voice, they're gonna say, this is the same thing that we are hearing on the plastics out there, man.
Yeah. The same thing you're gonna hear on the wax is the same thing you're gonna hear us on the mic.
Yeah.
It's all natural. And we've been doing this for a long time now. We're masters.
Like a good show, man. I enjoy a good show, a well put together show. You could tell these guys did they think, when we did the video, You know what I'm saying? When Trophy was out here, we was on my porch deep, like
yeah, we had a good time.
Deep.
Yeah, man.
We was out here
vibes,
killing
man.
it for my neighborhood. That's what we would do on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys gotta watch Trophy's other video, In the Streets. The song he said, In the Streets. That's another dope video too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm
In
saying?
this is going on fine, man. Right now, it's one of the biggest songs in Jamaica right now. Because
Yeah.
the crime and violence is cooking up out here. So, you know, it's one of the biggest songs in the streets out here.
Yeah.
You know, you saying, William, you saying you've been in the game for a while. So what's your opinion of the game right now? Like from when you got it into how it is now?
Well, it's a great, right now it's great for fans, right?
Oh,
If you're a fan, it's great. An artist it's getting very challenging to stay above water. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these guys want to front and you see a lot of people acting like everything's all gravy, but we all know what time it really is. You're splitting up a fraction of a penny every time somebody's, you know, listening to your music. That's terrible. I remember, you know, when the end of the week come, I'm getting my money together and I'm going out to the store. I'm buying CDs.
Yeah.
I'm buying that stuff. Now I pay $9.99 a month for Apple Music, and I can listen to everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's awesome as a fan of music, but it's so disrespectful to the artists. You know what I'm saying? It's so disrespectful.
It's so crazy.
I remember,
it's like, yo, am I getting away with something? Like, did I really just cop this man whole album? Like,
yeah,
it's unbelievable.
I remember back in the day, like, say your budget, you had like $40, and you'd be like, damn, what CDs am I buy?
exactly.
For
now
$40,
you like,
you gotta pick good.
That's right.
You know, the next 2 weeks, if you buy the wrong CDs, you ass out. So you
gotta try to trade them or something up. You have to go to the store and listen to it on the headphones to make sure it had enough joints that you say on the brightest. But you know what broke it down to me? My man Domingo. He did the joint Dream Shadow for Big Pun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he did that joint. He's talking about how in that Big Pun album, you know, all Live Records. I was actually working at Live Records. That did 2 million copies, right? So that made $20 million, right? $20 million. Now, if that same album came out now and did 2 million, I don't even think $1 million would have been generated.
It'd been like 200,000.
20 million. And then now this would probably be like 900,000.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
You know why? Because what they did was they locked down the industry. The machine locked the industry down.
Yeah,
so now, and they did it before, but now they're handpicking who they want you to hear. Mm-hmm. And it goes from your Apple Music to your Google Play, whatever, to even the news media. You know what I'm saying? Before, you could hear, oh, this MC from Missouri is dope. That's my dude. This dude from New Orleans is dope. This cat from New York. You know what I mean? But now they're telling you what to listen to.
Yeah, listen to this playlist.
Yeah.
So we're not just trying to separate ourselves from other artists. But it used to be, it's like we just wanted to stand out and be the best. Now, besides standing out and being the best, we also got to fight the algorithms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we're at war with not only the competition, we're at war with the algorithms.
Yeah.
That are already being, you know, what I say, like with the algorithms, if you really learn them, I mean, they're your toughest adversary, right? But when you start to really learn them, they'll probably be your biggest ally in your success. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not paying for promotion, they're not gonna play. They're gonna have your shit like at the bottom. They ain't gonna come up or none of that shit.
No, peep the science, right? So you peep the science. You know, if I put a picture of me up right now, yeah, we on a Zoom, right? And I do a picture of me and I put it up on Instagram. That shit probably gonna get like 300 likes, 400 likes, or something like that, right? But now, if I put a picture saying that, like, or the show, let's say now there's writing that shows that we're advertising something, right? Or sometimes artwork, and it shows you're advertising something. Automatically, when you put that up, it doesn't get the same amount of likes. You can see it because it'll pop up on the screen and say, would you like to promote this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then who are they going to promote it to? They're going to promote it to the people who already follow you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Show up on their thing.
It's going to show. But look, if they already hit the button to follow you, isn't that the whole idea? They want to see what you're putting up.
Yeah, but they got that shit called shadow ban. So it's like your shit don't show up. Unless you got to, that's why people be saying turn on notifications. But then it'll pop. But sometimes if you
That's what I'm saying. But think about that. How you going to shadow ban when somebody signed up to follow you?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So, because they want now when you pay that money, they're gonna, who they gonna show it to? Wow, we know the perfect market for you. The people that already signed up to want to see your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit crazy.
It's foul. It's foul, man. It's foul. But as far as like creativity, there's a lot of great music out there. You know, it might not be in your face and getting all the attention, but it is cool that you can go on these streaming services and find a lot of great music out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great music. You know, it's still a good time to be an artist, but now it's like your music is just your business card. You know what I'm saying? That's your business card. Your music is getting harder and harder to make money on. It's like we gotta if we got a new song, we gotta have a hat that goes with that song, so we can then sell the hat. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have a T-shirt that goes with the song, so we can sell the T-shirt. Because you can't download the T-shirt, you can't download the hat. You know what I'm saying? And it was all planned, man. It was the death of the CD, man. Think about it. You go get a new car. Does it have a CD player? No. You get a new computer. Does it have a CD drive? Nope. You get a system for your crib. Does it have a CD? Nope. So why in the world would anybody need CDs? We're not even, you know, they killed them. They killed them. They killed the CD to do what they're doing now with streaming.
Yep.
They killed the CD. I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on for a second. They killed the CD to stop the brothers from selling their music out of their trunks and making money, because got too many of them made millions, especially down south.
Yep.
Especially down south, and they knew that, and so they cut that all out. Listen, they don't do nothing by mistake. You're dealing with the machine. And if you get too close to getting up there where they want you or don't want you, they're going to pop you off because it ain't your time. Remember what you're dealing with here. Word up.
They kill about this shit all the time because it's one of the foul parts of being an artist right now. You know, that's the bad part of the industry right now. You know, it used to be like when we was coming up, it was like we put out a song, we had to go out and go to different towns and different cities and go out there and put up their flyers, perform at the illest spot that's in that city, and then show and prove, right? So we go up on stage, show off, and then we now hopefully created fans that night. You know what I'm saying? And then we kept doing that and go from city to city to city. And now you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to do that no more.
What's swag? You know, what's swag now too, man, is you know, back in the 90s and the late 80s, you know what I mean? You drive down Virginia, you drive down Florida, you start hearing their music.
Right.
Like, these cats out here is dope in North Carolina. You don't hear it no more. Or you have one station like the New World, or you got one station that plays everybody. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And if you're not down with that, you're not getting played. The machine changed everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, man, and artists are not making no money off it no more. So you got to find alternative ways out of merch and things like that to make your money. You gotta have creative ideas like audio description. That's why the Eloheem Team, Trophy Sniper, and the Silent Killer song is really it's a shining light in the darkness. We show creativity again. You know what I mean? Hip hop has been lacking creativity for years. Even the drums sound the same. Every rapper sound the same in a certain level. It's hard to find cats that got a different creative style because people are clones now. What's so good about us? Trophy Sniper is his own man. He stands strong in J. He already got a rep. Cooper already got a rep. We came together as a team, the Eloheem Team. You know what I'm saying? And it's creativity again. It's good music. You're not look. You're not gonna hear me talk about a 45 or Magnum 4. Listen, I done did that to death. How many times can I tell you I grew up in the projects, cuz? How many times can I tell you about smoking coke, cuz? You know what I mean? I got little ones looking at me now. I want them to be entrepreneurs and business owners. You understand? So we got to change the mentality in order to change the music and stop letting that machine take over our music.
I was gonna ask y'all what y'all think about like music artists that have OnlyFans. I ain't talking about regular OnlyFans. I'm talking about like explicit OnlyFans. Like they're on there doing the most. What do you think about that?
What? They got like rappers and shit doing that shit?
Oh yeah.
What?
Tiger be on there doing that shit. There'd be a lot of like the little VH1 people doing that. One of them named Sukiana. Yeah, man, they be on there doing the most.
Explain that to me, brother, because I'm not really on that.
It's basically starting. It's like you pay a monthly fee, and a lot of it is all like sexual content. It's like porno shit.
Yeah, that's what.
You know what I'm saying?
Like before they voted, they made it like, oh, it's just exclusive content, and some of them just be having like pictures in bathing suits. Then you got some on there, they be on there fucking and shit. So
that's crazy.
I mean,
there's a lot of music artists doing that now. Like a lot of music artists.
It's just another way for the devil to get out his filth. That's all.
Because
I'm like, damn, you got to do all that to get on? Like, shit.
But that's crazy. And you know what sucks? Like, see that now, the idea of the OnlyFans, the idea of it seemed like it was going to be a great thing for artists, right? To make up some of that money, you know, because it was like, okay, you pay a membership fee, and now you'll say, hey, we're going to give you an exclusive music video to the people that pay, you know, this fee. We'll give you a window into the recording studio and show us writing the song. Show us like it was a good idea in theory, and then the devil took it over. You know what I'm saying? The devil took it over, and then now it's pretty much you know, Pornhub. Right?
People making $1 million a month off of it.
Look at the core of it, though. Look at the intelligence of it, and look at if you moved it in a different angle. Hip hop artists have no. Wait, let me finish. Hip hop artists have no insurance, no health insurance, no retirement plans. Y'all could put money together for filth, but you can't put half of that together to start getting a health insurance plan for rap artists, because they do get older. They do get sick like any other human, right? Yeah. So why can't we put together, you know, you could pay, you know, I mean, you got billionaires, rappers now, okay? Yeah, you open up restaurants and this, but how about in hip hop insurance for brothers that spend 20, 30 years rocking on stage, been in studio, and now, you know, just what they dedicated their life to. Instead of the filth, why don't we build them up, man? You see, the idea was good. The idea was brilliant, but the devil grabbed it.
Exactly.
The devil grabbed it. You see?
What you saying about the insurance, man? That shit is fire. Like my homie from the Grave Diggers, Poetic, who passed away, you know, some years back. But I remember, you know, that was my friend. That was my homie. And it's like, you sold millions of records for the record company, but yet the record company don't give you health insurance?
Black Rob shouldn't have died. Bismarcky shouldn't have died. Fight Dog shouldn't have died.
That shit happened in like Man, it happened in wrestling. It happened in boxing. It happened in MMA. It happened in a lot of businesses. They chew you up and spit you out.
So at what point does anybody, like, how can you unionize, right? You know what I'm saying, or something like. Something's got to be done. We got to build on that.
To open up $1 million establishments, but we can't take care of our fellow brother, our fellow artists. It don't sound right, okay? It don't sound right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't hate other artists. I mean, I love their creativity, man. You know what I'm saying? And I learned love again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at these brothers and like, yo, man, you're going to get older one day, son. You know you can't drink like that forever no more. You know you can't, so start take care of yourself. There should be a health situation for hip-hop artists, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Paid for by the industry. Y'all can sell our music. Yeah. You can see this Lil Kim's behind up till she got her 45. Let her behind get some health insurance now.
There should be some type of tax, right?
Yeah. But I said, how much do you think, like, because I be like, the same time, these artists be up here bragging about how much money they're making. So it's like, ain't it some of their responsibility to keep some of that money?
Yes.
Or are they just lying about making all that money?
They definitely the people that got the real money will never tell you they got money. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about money. You know, they don't talk about money. A friend of mine just bought a Lamborghini a couple weeks ago. A Lamborghini, $240,000. That dude will never. If he walked in the room right now, you wouldn't know. He's not flashy. He don't talk about money. He don't talk about none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I have another friend that has a Lamborghini too. And it's like they don't talk when you got real money. You don't talk about money. You know, the people that don't have money, they're the ones that don't shut up about it and tell you how rich they are.
But I agree with you were saying, brother. Like if you got all that money, you should be intelligent enough to put together some health insurance for yourself, get checked. I agree with you saying, you know what I mean? But a lot of these brothers,
put a couple of your things in money markets and really, make your money make money. But the problem is some of these people that actually do hit it, they might be the first person in their family to ever even touch real money. They might never even touch money before. So they just so excited, they're actually ignorant. And they just spend it. And they buy all the wrong things. They buy everything that depreciates in value. You know what I'm saying? I remember my brother Nature from the farm even told me something. He was like, when he did that, I think it was when he, with the Dr. Dre deal or something. I remember he told me they handed him a lot of money all at once, right? And he even said, looking back now, he's like, man, I didn't even then go get a place to own it. I still rented. And looking back, it's like, why did I do that? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you always think? You think the money's not going to stop, right? You think you're on top of the world, money's coming in. You think that shit is going to happen forever. I mean, we all did it a little bit. You make your first little bit of money and you fuck up a little bit of it just because you're excited.
Now, let me tell you something, man. Things was rough. So if I got a lump sum, I'm automatically like, we'll throw some of this to the side because that might not come back around again. See, we was raised different. I mean, we was raised different. You know what I mean? Because that ain't gonna come back around again. We come from the grit, like it was real rough. You know what I'm saying? So if I got $5,000, $3,000 is going up for somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the luxury to go out and buy a big chain, or something like that, and then a couple weeks later you can't pay your rent. That's foolish. You know what I'm saying?
Now you go to the pawn. You know what I'm saying? And say, I'll be back in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys do that.
Yeah, because the reason I was asking you that because like I'm actually working on making like what I'm doing is going to be a museum. So say I did want to help artists, what I'm basing the criteria on? Because even if like how would you like what artists would you? That's basically my question. How would we know what artists to help and which artists not to help?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. That's why it probably hasn't been done because it's hard. Because you go to the chicken shack and you buy a 4-piece you run into another 5 people that saying they rappers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you basically helping everybody in the world. Like, what would make you be considered professional, right? I guess it's a profession. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. That's a good one. What you think, Stone?
Yeah, I just, you got you're dealing with vanity and pride with rappers. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really, you got to really take a good look and how you can do it logically and business wise, because these brothers don't think long term, fiscal quarter. They think today, not tomorrow. So it would be hard, bro. It would really be hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple years back, or maybe a year back, I heard them talking about doing something like this, where artists, when they I don't know, when they release their music or something, that like a small, tiny portion would basically go off, and like maybe even if it was a penny, right? And it goes off, and then it would be all the people that were like the founders of hip hop, even, like, you know what I'm saying? So like the people that's getting older now, that don't have a retirement plan, they're almost making a retirement plan for hip hop. But like you said, at what point, who do you say that goes to? Who do you say that doesn't go to? And who decides that would make it very hard to do.
Yeah, because even like, okay, like, just say like Lil Wayne. I'm having Lil Wayne needs money. He just sold his masters like a couple of years ago. So it's like, hold up, bro, you just sold your masters, so like stuff like that. So
what did he get? What did he get for his masters?
I don't even know. I know he sold them though.
Yeah.
So it's like stuff like that, man. Like some of these artists, like, they're not taking ownership of their records and giving everything away. They got to think about that stuff in the 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
I mean, the payout would have to be crazy to give up your masters, right? You'd have to know that money can make money, and because when you're somebody like him, those masters is gold. You know,
because you're dealing with undereducated people who's thinking for the day and not tomorrow. They really need trustworthy financial advisors to sit back and talk to them. That should be included in every record contract that any 18, 19, 20-year-old, 20, whatever, signs. If the record companies need to provide these young people with financial advisors that help manage their money. Mike Tyson
it was for $100 million. He sold everybody's stuff though. He sold Drake and Nicki Minaj stuff. For $100 million. I don't even know if that's enough.
It's crazy.
Basically, he sold all the Young Money's music.
That's great. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he's actually like pretty educated, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I think he's actually like a smart dude with like real education. I'm trying to.
I think he went to University of Houston back in the day or something like that.
Okay. I'm not familiar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's wild. You know, I mean, 100 million though, shit. 100 million.
Shit,
my family and my family's family, we gonna be good.
100 million, I scurry away like a crackhead, bro. Like, I'll be like, yo, 100 million, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, my family, I would build an empire that would be unbeatable with 100 million, because we came from nothing, like Master P. Master P, he took coal and made gold again. Now, I mean, that's because he came from the grip. He had a passion. Now I'm saying, when you don't have nothing and you get something, a lot of us appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know.
Word up. Word up.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta come out there to San Diego, man. What's the hip hop scene like in San Diego right now?
My man G2 Faces out there. What's up, G? You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
My man G out there in San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego too?
Yeah, we just they just had a big show out here. It was I don't know if you know Sir Viciano, but it was him, MCH, Rashcast, Mitchie Slick.
We did a song with Rashcast called Fourth Dimension. It's got the video and everything.
What's up?
Rashcast is crazy. Let me tell you something. Rashcast crazy. He came out here. We did the video in Brooklyn at DJ Toshi. He's an underground DJ in New York. A lot of cats know him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats that pass through New York go through DJ Toshi to get their name known. So we out there in the wintertime, this dude out there with no shirt on. I'm like, yo, Ross is crazy, man. Man. He like, yo, fuck, you know, he like, whatever, yo, I'm out here with y'all. I'm like, yo, that dude crazy, man. Big up. We had a great time that night, man.
Now he came out here. He performed with a symphony out here.
Wow.
Yeah, then I think Tyler Creator coming out in a couple months.
Okay.
Well, you guys, it's cool out here. You like it out here?
Yeah. It's beautiful out there. I heard it's beautiful.
It's the best, man. The weather. If I had to pick anywhere to move, I would after going everywhere in the U.S., I want to say that might be the place I want to go, San Diego. You know
that's why I said, you know, be funny part about living out here.
What's that?
People still be wanting people live out here, but they be wanting to go on vacation to other places. Not because people come out here to go on vacation, but we go on other places to go on vacation. But people come out here to go on vacation.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to perform out there.
But you know what I'm saying, yo? I couldn't imagine like not being able to throw my dope leather on in the wintertime with, you know what I mean, and gear up with my hat and all that. It's hot always out there. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gear cats out here. Out there, y'all more shorts and laid back, and it's fly, but I can't imagine winter not coming. You know what I'm saying?
You like to bundle up, right? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the music is like, it's a different, it's weird. That's why I think you see some of the music that comes out of the climates that have like the winters. Sometimes that should just be harder, right? It'd be like harder. I mean, I don't know. I mean, but then Cali got it too. You know, they got the shit. NWA.
But that's South California. You know, that's in the southern. It's hot out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's southern out there. Yeah. Y'all not too far. What y'all like? Maybe 2 hours to Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say I want to appreciate having y'all along. We got to do another interview.
Yeah, word up. Yeah, let's.
Man. Thank you very much for having this, man. Big up to Bloodsport for giving us to get to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he said right away. He said, "Yo, I gotta link you up." And and everybody watching, y'all gotta, if y'all didn't see it yet, you gotta watch the Silent Killer music video. It's Trophy Sniper featuring Eloheem Team, which is myself and Stoneface. And leave a comment, leave an emoji, you know what I'm saying? Leave a like, you know what I'm saying? It's really catching on, and you get a window into what you're gonna get with me and Stone's album that's coming out soon. Like we hit you with the back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
Pick up the Hip Hop DX, man, and like all the blogs, especially the blind blogs, you know what I'm saying? Blind New World, Blind Abilities. They retweeted the tweet and got behind this project. It means a lot to us because audio description is something that's not normal to the sighted world, but it's everything for us that's not sighted. You know what I mean? Excuse me, that's blind or low vision. It means everything, man. And I have this chance, brother. Thank you again for having us, man, to have a chance to spread this word. It's awesome, man. Word.
We PoPolitickin.
Yeah, it was nice talking to y'all. We're gonna have to link it up again.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, then Trophy Sniper, I think he out, but shout out to him too.